Welcome to Talks with Stephen Bradley Waters. This episode is about the road to success. As you can see from my books, I am ambitious. I set targets every year. And, even myself, I'll look at where I'm heading, how I anticipate being successful, what it might look like. But often with most things in our life, things don't always work out or turn out really how we potentially expected it. Sometimes you have to have a bit of an open mind. But something's changing within myself. I'm not really caring so much about opportunities that may or may not come. I have full confidence in myself. So, I'm ready. I'm okay building my own empire. And that's like a little switch that's just gone off recently. It's like, I don't really care about people reaching out and wanting to collaborate or this opportunity coming that could change your life. This opportunity can come in below the money. I'm happy just playing it simple. I'm happy just to do what I do, I've got books in me. I've got many. I've already done 6. I've spoke so many times. The ones coming up, there'll be 10 soon enough over the next few years. That's an empire in itself. I'm happy doing my videos. As you can see, production quality I think's fine. Yeah, okay, always room for improvement, and I'll always look for that improvement. But do I need someone to present this for me? No. Do I need someone to help me write my books? No. So overall, what do I really need other people for at this stage, Yeah, people might be able to open the door, and that's not to say I won't explore opportunities if it comes. But I've recognized in myself I'm more than capable of achieving my own goals. And success will come when it's supposed to happen, The breakthroughs will come and it'll be on my terms as well, though. So that's an exciting place to be. So the road to success, it's not always fast, of course, It's like the breakthroughs don't always happen when we expect it, of course. And that's how it's been for me. It's been 5 or 6 years of heavy grinds. Like, it's really been about evolving myself, growing. 5 years you wouldn't think's a long time, but I've done a lot in that time, and it's felt like the breakthrough should have come years ago. I felt I should have had a breakthrough after my very first book. Honestly, that's how I felt back in 2019. I straight away when that released, I was like, "It's going to change my life." It didn't. I felt it deserved to, but the years after, I've recognised the growth in myself. If someone was to go through like my TikTok profile or something, and you pick the oldest video, you'd see the change. So I think things happen for a reason, and like I say, I feel confident in myself, but it's not. I've always had a level of confidence in myself, but I think I've fine tuned it. And like I said, I think the quality's improved, and I think it's more about figuring out what you want to do. I've always been good at what I do. I could always present myself, but it's really a case of where to put your time and energy. I used to make gaming content and things like that, and it used to like bore me and set me off, and then I'd get time away. When I talk about life in general, shining a light on certain aspects of life, society, governance, politics, all sorts of things, even the spirituality. When I talk about those things, it makes me passionate, and it never subsides. So that's where I know I found my niche, because I don't get bored of it. And that, and I think that was really the lesson for me, to figure out what it is I want to do with my life, and then you can actually hone in on it. And that's what I've been doing, and I feel confident in that. Like I say, when the breakthrough's supposed to happen, it'll happen. But no longer am I looking far afield. And I think that's the thing. I was always like subconsciously waiting for someone to change my life. Is someone with influence or, opportunity, is that person going to see my content somewhere, somehow? And all of a sudden the door opens. That's sort of how I was picturing it. Now I'm like, I'm just going to smash the door open myself anyway. Like, I'll just do it. I can do this. It's fine. So, like I say, I think the road to success really just starts with ourselves. Because even if a door opens and someone else was to provide an opportunity, it's really based on what you've done to get there in the first place, isn't it? You get that. I talk about it a lot. People say overnight success, and it's never overnight. It's years and years in the making, Maybe no one saw you before and they maybe see you tomorrow, but it weren't. Maybe it's overnight they saw you, but it wasn't overnight success for sure. I don't think that's even possible to fine tune a craft and be good at what you do, and be ready for something. I don't think that's overnight. That's time in the making, But like I say, if you're looking at what I do, I feel really confident in what I've created. I've got my YouTube channel. I've got all my books. I could show here to an extent. Yeah, we'll do it here. Might as well. Let me just shut some of these tabs down. Yeah, so we go over to my thingy channel. I got a little. I like doing these little subplots things, so you can see something a bit different. Yeah, like I say, I've shown my YouTube channel enough times, and I've created that. I've organised the videos I do. As you can see, I've got my books to the corners there, and there's more to come. And that's quite exciting for me personally. This is my personal website that I designed myself, so I could do web design too. So I'm zooming in now. I don't know what it's going to do to the images because it wasn't designed to be at a 200% scale. But I'll do that so people can see there. Um, as you can see, I haven't updated it in a while. So yeah, there's room again. There's room for me to grow there, isn't there? But I have different skills, and these skills allow me to be self-sufficient anyway. Like I can make any website I want. If I decide to do, I've got a podcast website, but I haven't took podcasts seriously. But I've needed to cherry pick which video, which content I want to put from the ones I've created, add them to the podcast. That's something I'm going to explore later in the year when my heart's into it. Yeah, I mean, these are my podcasts anyway. So I've got Thinking Out Loud and we've got A Peek Into Our Soul. But I'm thinking of altering it slightly with the latest content I've been doing. My books, of course, which by extension is audiobook. Still got another audiobook to finish. There's about 10 episodes left. Chapters left to do for that book. Then it'll be an audiobook. That's from Find Your Peace to Save Your Soul. So that will have an audiobook soon over the next couple of months. This is me doing narrations. I thought, in all honesty, that, because I have different talents, I'm good on camera. I think I am. I think I present well. I think I communicate well. I think I have good tone to my voice. So I enjoy doing my narrations when I'm in the mood. But sometimes I get enjoy reading other people's books. And that's when I really come to life, I think, really. But I don't see the... part of me thought I might do audiobooks for other people, do some narration in future. Now I don't see it because I think I've got too many other goals put for myself rather than for other people's projects. I'm too busy. That's But I would have enjoyed that, to be totally honest. Let me see what I've done here. Let's have a little listen. Chapter 1. The Goddamn Bridge. The Miracle. The Howling. I'm sure I can tell this story. I'm also sure no one will believe it. That's fine with me. Telling it will be enough. My problem, and I'm sure many writers have it, not just newbies like me, is deciding where to start. My first thought was with the shed, because that's where my adventures really began. But then I realised I would have to tell about Mr. Bowditch first. I like it. That's not me going, oh my God, I'm crazy. I actually do like what I do, and I think it's important we get to that stage. Chapter 1, An Unexpected Party. In a hole in the ground, there lived a hobbit. Not a nasty, dirty, wet hole filled with the ends of worms and an oozy smell, nor yet a dry, bare, sandy hole with nothing in it to sit down on or to eat. It was a hobbit hole, and that means comfort. It had a perfectly round door. He said in his politest, unimpressing tones. Of course, said Thorin. After, we shan't get through the business till late. We must have some music first now to clear up. The thing is with these, they're unedited. So if you was recording these professionally, you would cut and restart and things like that. These are completely unedited. So these are like me off the cusp for the duration. That one was an hour. The other one was 25 minutes. And that's me, like say, going straight at it. This one's 30 minutes. Times as a bleak and shapeless cloud. And from there were the maps that just showed the Shadowfold as a long, narrow lake and labelled it by its other name, the Unsea. A name intended remembrance. Mal should be staying at the camp, he said with a leer. I hear the Grecian tent's as big as a cathedral, added Dubrov. Let's do one more. The Greek word for everything that is the case, what we would call the universe, is cosmos. And at the moment, although moment is a time word and makes no sense just now, neither does the phrase just now. At the moment, cosmos is chaos, and only chaos because chaos is the only thing that is the case, a stretching, a tuning up of the orchestra. But things are about to change very quickly. So I'm actually looking forward to recording some more. So when I get the time, I'm gonna once I get back into my reading mode, because I do want to start reading a lot more again. Um, when I do get in that, I will start doing some more videos to record, like do some more books. So that'll be fun. This is my Phase Pod playlist. It's like 100 songs. I think it's a crazy amount. I love it. Some of my other websites I've literally given up on. So right now, I just do not have the time or energy to work on these projects. It's not my I'm too busy, the videos are enough and the books at the moment. Yeah, and I used to do like blog articles on my website, but then I recognized that I could just write books. That was where the problem is. I absolutely love doing the blogs, and I could sit there and do it and be quite happy. But every time I do them, you do maybe 20. You're thinking that's quite substantial for a book. I may as well just do the book. Um, this is me operating a forklift, so just showing the other side to me. So I can do the camera stuff here. I talk about life in general and things like that, and then I can do my books, and then I can do the website. But I can also operate like work functional in the warehouse and logistics on so many different avenues, and one of which is the forklifts, of course. Me and my daughter just having fun in the car when she was younger. Come. I've got to be careful because the audio really, yeah, you get copyright issues. This is something someone said that was nice. So I've added it to the bottom of my website. It says, Stephen has taught me so much. He is one of the most remarkable, understanding, and open-minded humans I know. He's a human that is extraordinary but doesn't know it. I can read humans well. Stephen constantly surprises me, which is so refreshing and not something easy to do. He goes about things differently than most. Here's an onion. With every layer you peel back, more divinity shines through. Thank you from the bottom of my heart for just being you. The honesty and vulnerability you possess is something I hope spreads like a plague to everyone. And I thought that was really nice, so I'll add that at the bottom. The website's a little bit of a mess, in all honesty, and I'm aware of that. But for me, it's just about making my books really front and center, showing some of the projects I have and things like that. But like I say, so when it comes to like really enjoying things, I truly enjoy doing the narration sometimes. It's just like a little side project for me to do. Which you find obviously on my website. It's got some. I think the most of them are here under my reading playlist on my YouTube channel. And yeah, there'll be more. I've got Akatar. We've got so many other things, of course. Even some Harry Potter. But it's not serious. But I take it serious, of course, because pay homage and respect to those books, of course. But like I say, I expect this to take off at some point. The views are nothing at the moment. It's negligible. But one day, you never know. People might just start seeing it. And like I say, my books could pick up and you never know how the sales go with that. And hopefully, the whole point really is hopefully it changes people's lives and helps improve people, of course. But the argument there is if the books were selling well and I started seeing some really, really positive momentum with that and the videos were doing well, maybe then I could monetize my content. That'd be nice, being able to have join whatever scheme it is on YouTube, and then you're financially benefiting, aren't you? And so I can see myself making my own breakthrough. To be honest, doesn't mean someone won't come and help at one point or collaborate. You never know where the opportunities stem. But like I say, I'm confident in my own path at this point. It's like I'm just doing my own thing and staying true to myself at all times. And I like that. I do like to have that freedom, not being out. I don't worry about repercussions of things. Like I could speak all the time and say what I do, and then I could be banned from America, for instance. But it's like, it is what it is. If they're that flaky and they don't like people having free speech, and I don't even want to be there anyway. So, I don't care about things like that. It's irrelevant. It's like I'm just always going to speak the truth. I'm always going to be true to myself, and I won't have someone dim me or silent me or say this is you or you're outspoken. You shouldn't say that. It's like, well, if people are too insecure to hear the truth, then that's something for them to work on, not trying to slow me down. So I do like the fact that I'm able to do that myself, and I'm not bound by rules and stuff. Because even if videos got taken down, I lost all of it. I'm not someone that cares enough, really, in that sense. Like I'll do the videos while they're helpful, but I'm more than happy just to do my books if I have to. I'm not going to keep reactivating and reactivating. So if something gets banned, it's unlikely I'd make another account on that platform because now I don't trust the platform. I already have problems with TikTok sometimes. They blocked a video earlier. I included, it was a speech by JFK. I think it's JFK. Yeah. And it got blocked, but it was only because they stated because there was music over the video over that, and there was music, and it annoyed me that the video I'd shared did have music, and I couldn't do anything about it. So TikTok blocked the whole video, so I had to cut the video and then re-upload it. But things like that just annoy the life out of me because I didn't have that problem on YouTube. YouTube just published a video, so when a platform becomes a bit of a pain, it's like I don't really care enough, So if TikTok becomes a problem, then I'll leave TikTok. It's fine. I'm just happy. I'll create. In the worst case scenario, for instance, let's say it all become a problem and they were all silencing me. I would just I would just add the videos to. I've got enough storage on my website, and I can always upgrade the hosting package, so I can just host my own videos. For instance, this video here, the one with my like these audio clips. These are hosted on my website. They're not hosted externally anywhere else. These are directly on the server for my website. And the second man in Rome, and earned a triumph for suppressing a rebellion he had provoked. So nowhere can it be cancelled. It's my website. Likewise, that video there is a YouTube video, but the one where I'm on the forklift. Oh, you can't see. Anyway, the video booked one don't matter. But this is the forklift one. That's hosted on my website. That's not a YouTube video. So, if I put that there, I can easily host my videos on my website. So, I don't really care about platforms. I'll make my own platform, and I can make multiple websites as well. It's not just this one. I might come up because like I said, I've got these other names anyway. I've got a spiritual brand for a website if I choose to go that path. I've got one to do with books, so I can help promote books and come up with something for that. I've also got a gaming one, and I can also come up with other concepts and ideas. And I'm more than capable of implementing it. It doesn't take me long, only a few days to do the websites. So if I was committed to it, I'll just say, right, today I'm doing the website, and within 3 days or so, it's published. It's just I'm not really interested in web design at the moment. To be honest, I don't know if I ever will again. Really, I'm just trying to make it as simple as I can, so I don't have to keep maintaining it. But like I said, if a platform becomes too much of an issue, I'll just make sure that everybody can just reach me through my website. And my website's quite clear, stephenbradleywaters.com. It's not complicated. But like I say, I see my future of me creating it. So I'm self-made. That's the point, isn't it? I'm self-made. I've done everything. I've gone through the worst nightmare. I've gone through my biggest hardships, trauma. And I've changed my life, and I've shared the journey through the books to help other people overcome their struggles too. So I've not taken an easy way out of anything. I've left jobs to be there for my daughter when it comes to holidays. If a job says you can't do this, you can't do that, you find I will, because my time with her is more precious than money. Money just doesn't substitute for that at all. And I've left jobs to finish my books. So I've sacrificed a lot, and I've put my money where my mouth is. I've literally been poor for long periods of time. Because I feel there's more value in life. I'd rather build a legacy than a bank balance, and that's the thing. If I can get a bank balance at the end, that'd be nice, wouldn't it? Of course. But that's not why I do it. If I was doing it for money, then I would never have given up the jobs, would I? That's the thing. So, yeah, I have put my money where my mouth is, literally thrown it all away. And I've paved my own path. No one did it for me. No one wrote a book for me. No one did a video for me. It's self-done. So if you can get this far, then you can definitely get to the finish line. So yeah, the journey to success really comes down to us.